Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Red Hood, issue number 37. I do not have too much positive to say about this book. It doesn't mean it was bad. Okay, actually, for me, this wasn't a good issue at all. I don't have much positive to say about this at all. I'm going to talk about who made the comic book, and then we're going to talk about the book itself. So, we've got Red Hood, Generation Outlaw, Part 1, Not a Jumping On Point. Scott Lobdell, words. Kenneth Rockerford, art and cover. Steve Furchow, colors. ALW's Troy Pateri, letters. Philip Tan, Mark Deering, and J. David Ramos doing the variant cover, and it is a sexy variant cover. That's one nice thing to say about the book. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Listen, so Kenneth Rockerford on the art, I'm usually a huge fan of his art. In this particular case, it doesn't really look that great to me. There's going to be a whole bunch of people who are going to be pissed off at me for this, but I do give my honest opinions in regards to reviews, so here it comes. It reminds me a little bit of Deadpool creator Rob Liefeld. Yeah, sorry. and you know, I personally love Liefeld's work. I understand his flaws. I get it. He's not a classically trained artist. I don't know if Rockerford is or isn't, but you know, while the poses are fantastic, the feet look great, everything looks great on this. For some reason, you know, maybe it's just the colors. It might just be the colors. No, it's got something to do with the art too. It's hard to really pin it on this. Maybe it's because of the inks that are really, because there's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, working on this, and I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Kenneth doing the pencils or the inks that's bugging me on this, but just this one major picture where the title page is and Nightwing is like, come on, let's fight, guys. That one just really stands out as wrong. The whole image just looks wrong to me. Anyway, so there's a couple of new characters introduced in here, 4 of them to be exact. We got Babe in Arms, Cloud Girl, actually it's Cloud9, DNA, and Devour. And I am not even remotely freaking impressed by any of these characters. You know, this issue kind of got me because this is an issue 1. It's not an issue 1, excuse me. It's a arc, you know, first part of an arc. And somehow, even though I've been reading since issue 26 actually, plus, you know, the previous 2 annuals, how is it that every time a new arc starts, I'm completely left in the background, like, trying to catch up? Look, man, the way I'm liking this is a race. I'm in a race. Now, I used to run track and field when I was a kid, so, you know, there's that. You know, you're in a race, and all of a sudden, everybody just runs up ahead of you really fast. You're like, oh, well, this is weird, but if I'm going to keep pace, then I got to catch up with them. So you slowly, so you know, you're smart. You don't just rush right in because you're going to trip, you're going to jack yourself up. No, you build up your speed, you increase it, you measure your breathing, you catch up and get neck and neck with these guys. And you're keeping pace with them for a little while, and all of a sudden they just burst to speed and run off in front of you. Like, dude, what the hell is going on? And then you slowly catch yourself back up, and it just keeps on wash, rinse, and repeating over and over again. Every single arc, without fail, does that with this book. Now, I don't understand who these characters are, why they showed up, why he's teaching these characters. Meanwhile, sorry, he is involved in this Event Leviathan arc, so I mean, what the frick is happening here? At the very end of this book, I think this is a new character, pretty frightening character if it is who it looks like and who they're suggesting that it might be. I don't think Red Hood is ready for this character, with or without this new team of Cloud and Devour people. But this book is just confusing, man. Utterly, to me, this issue was just so confusing. And you know, at some point, you just stop and you say, is the whole race rigged? I don't understand what's happening, and it's really frustrating to me. So, yeah, man. Like, I'm going to try this, I guess, just one more time. But I am back in the mood to start trying to cut some comic books. And I know that I've been building up a pretty good audience of people reading this issue, so I hope I'm not pissing off too many people, but I got to be true to myself. I got to be true to you guys. And I'm not just going to be like, this was such a good issue. I don't have any reasons. What? No, I didn't like this issue. I simply didn't. In fact, here's the ultimate sin. This is why I feel so out of breath with this one. Let me crack this back open. I think I got to, oh, no, yes, okay, I remember. I was right around, okay, this is going to be bad. It was right around here, this page, that I just started kind of glancing. I did read all of this, like I started skimming through the stuff, just looking at the pages and kind of flipping through the pages. I did come back and read the very short little brief Artemis and Bizarro thing that happened. But as soon as that was over, these 2 pages, I went back to just skimming, and so that's halfway through the book, and I never started rereading it. I never went back to say, okay, so I just looked at a bunch of pages, what did I miss here? I just couldn't bring myself to care, which means I'm going to have a doubly hard time of understanding what's happening in the next issue, right? Every single comic book that you make is someone's first comic book. Some people, we've been on it for 14 issues, and we're for me, just tired of trying to play catch up with this. This book, dude, Libdell needs to take it's still Libdell on this book, man. He needs to take a firm grip on this freaking story and just have a single story to tell. Because right now, all of a sudden, he's a teacher and he's out under a camo net talking to a bunch of... The way that the art is, these characters, I can't take them seriously. I'm looking at these like, oh yeah, they're going to be interesting for the first couple issues, then they're going to go full Deadpool. Because that's what they look like to me. And like, I have zero interest in these characters whatsoever. Zero. None. Zilch. Nada. Nothing. Big fat goose egg. No interest. But I've got to learn these characters, right? No, I won't. I refuse to, because I'm reading this comic book. The comic book needs to get better. The comic book needs to get better yesterday. At the very, like right now would still be too late. It needs to get better yesterday. And I've been loving the previous issues, right? This one, this arc, this issue. Dude, I skipped pages. I breezed through pages because I just didn't care about what's happening in the comic book. When a comic book is that bad, it is a struggle to get the next issue. I honestly might not get the next issue. I won't know for 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks when the next issue comes out. I don't know if I'm going to get the next issue. That's how horrible this issue really was to me, man. That sucks. But the cover was really awesome for this variant. Anyway, guys, I'm done. If you like this comic book, please tell me why. Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Agree with me, disagree with me, whatever. Just seriously, I'm going to need to understand more about what's happening here. Maybe these are old characters and they're showing up again, but like these 4 ones, these guys are new. And just don't care. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.